Okay guys, I'm back and I just figured I'd give you a quick tour of the shave den. So first of all, say hi to Bentley the Cocker Spaniel. He's going to be watching, directing this video, telling me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, you know how they can be, those directors. So I figured we'd start with the razors first and then maybe go on to brushes and then creams and soaps and that sort of thing. So first of all, we'll come down right here. I've got my butterflies here, and I've got my multi-piece units here. First of all, this one, which I've been told is a flare tip. I don't see any sort of date code underneath when I look at it, unfortunately. It is pretty much my daily driver. It's rust, no, not rust, but it's gummed up, and it has just soap scum and everything like that on there, so I will get that fixed eventually, though. Then I've got the Gillette Blue Tip. It's a very, very mild razor. It's when I have a lot of irritation, when I go too heavy one day, I use that one. It's great for taking care of things. Next we have the Rocket. This is a middle of the road for me. Again, your mileage may vary, but that's one of the more middle of the road kind of, not too heavy, not too light, but it's good for a couple days growth. Merkur 34C. What else needs to be said? It's just a classic design. Then here we have Grandfather's Gillette Tech ball end. I don't see a date code on this one anywhere, unfortunately. However, I do know that Grandpa bought it back in the late 50s, early 60s. Here we have a Edwin Jagger DE89, just the regular Edwin Jagger. Alright, next, you're going to laugh when I show you this one, but this has actually been one of the better shaving razors that I've got. It's a Wilkinson Sword. It's just one of the cheap little plastic ones. Does have decent weight to it, surprisingly. And then last but not least, of course, is the behemoth, the Parker 24C. Massive handle. I mean, you can see in comparison to even the butterfly razors, how big that is. And then in comparison to the 34C, how big that is. So it's a massive razor. It's one of my absolute favorites. When I haven't shaved for 5 or 6 days, I need to get through that growth. That one, as well as the Gillette Tech, both of these two right here, do an amazing job getting through it. So let's move on now to our brushes. I don't have many, I just have a few. We will, right here, this is the Perfecto. Just a really cheap badger brush, but it does an amazing job holding water, and great lathers out of that one. This is a Finto. Again, it's another badger. It's not quite as soft as a Perfecto, but they're both on the same par there. Then next we have our boar hair. This is just an old Everready 200T. It's got some great backbone to it. Wonderful. This is another Finto. It is a boar hair. It's got no mark on it or anything like that, but when you really need to get in and do some serious scrubbing with it, this thing is amazing for doing that work. And then we have the Cremo by V-Long. This is an actual natural horsehair brush. I've used it a few times. It's extremely soft, and if you thought the badger and the boar hair held a lot of water, well, the horsehair holds quite a bit more. So now we'll move on to my soaps. So first of all, we have the Perazzo Blue. It's got aloe and vitamin E in that one. And of course we have the Arco. Who doesn't love Arco? The Perazzo Sandalwood. Outstanding scent. We have the Presso White, the menthol. Oh man, on a summer day, that thing is amazing. And then we have the Presso Green again. I'm sorry, this one has the eucalyptus and menthol. This one, I apologize, has the vitamin A in it. So, but this one is just outstanding for menthol. I mean, there's nothing else in this world like putting some of that on. It's amazing how cool it becomes on your face. Here we have Resurrect Essential Oil of Lime Italian Saving Soap. This to me is as close to Florida key limes as I can find. I love Florida key limes, and so this is just about as close to that actual smell of fresh key limes as I can find. It really takes you back to a William Faulkner or a Ernest Hemingway writing about old times, about the old smells and everything like that. That's just what it makes me think of. So next we have Taubes Eton College. It's a very masculine, clean, fresh scent. And of course, everyone's favorite Taubes Lemon Lime. As you can tell, I like my creams, whatnot, to be a little more not necessarily on the fruit side, but as far as clean and fresh, that's really what I like. Then coming down here, we have the Jack Black Authentic and Original Spring Cream, Macadamia Nut Oil and Soy. That makes an exceptional lather. I mean, just absolutely exceptional. And then here we have the Williams Mug Soap. I have it in this porcelain. For some reason, Williams Mug Soap and porcelain just seem to be a winning combination for me. I don't know what it is. It just seems like it gives it some sort of, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but just regal, I guess, would be the best word to say on that. Have some Blades, just some Astras and some Derbys sitting right there beside it. Here we have a Old Spice Ship Grand Turk, Salem 1786. And then on the bottom, I don't know how well you'll be able to see. I'll try to keep it in frame for you. Just say Old Spice. And this is an original Shulton 1942 series. That's one mug. And then I have just the original cheap old Van der Hagen with a stick of Arco in there. So I'm trying to finish that off. So, oh yeah, one more thing. We'll come back up here again. Don't have a lot of colognes, or don't have a lot of aftershaves, but this is Gillette Cool Breeze Brute. Of course, you got the Old Spice, and this is not the same Old Spice. This is the new Old Spice. Nivea Aftershave Balm, and you can say what you want to about the Mary Kay for men, but it is exceptional for cooling the skin after a shave. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the brief little tour of the Shave Den, and until next time, we'll talk to y'all soon.